Right now it's 6. Flu season is almost here. What Wisconsin health officials say you can do to prepare.
And a move years in the making. The new routes coming to La Crosse Regional Airport.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A new carrier is coming to the La Crosse Airport,
which means more travel options for you. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is live with all the details. Allison.
Allegiant Air is offering not one, but 2 new routes out of La Crosse. One will be a direct flight to the Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport that starts on February 6th. The other new route will go to the Orlando Sanford International Airport in Florida, with flights starting on May 21st. We caught up with area travelers today who are excited about the change, but they'd say they'd like to see some other locations added.
They need this. This is great for the area. I love the concept. I love the airline too, but I wish that they would go to other places. I wish they would go to like Florida, Fort Myers, because I know there's a lot of people from La Crosse that live in Fort Myers, Cape Coral area.
But good news for travelers. La Crosse's Common Council president told us Allegiant will offer a 3rd route out of La Crosse. They just haven't determined the location yet. And we did speak to other city leaders. They believe the addition of this new airline will bring an economic boost to the entire city. Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. Developing now, major moves in the Jeffrey Epstein email saga. The House and Senate both voting to release all of the federal investigative materials on Epstein. The vote passing the House 427 to 1. And just hours later, the state unanimously agreed to pass the bill when they receive it. Wisconsin Congressman Derek Van Orden, who voted yes, met with Epstein victims before the vote.
I've been calling for the release of this information since the beginning of this stuff happened, since I was made aware of this, with the one rock solid caveat that there must be protections for the victims, because the victims do not need to be re-victimized.
Once officially passed, it will be sent to President Trump's desk.
A News 8 follow-up. Mayor Shondell Washington Spivey weighing in on the city's 2026 budget. The council voted 10-3 to approve the $74 million plan. That move means the Northside Library and Pool will close.
It's a hard one, right? Like, no one runs for office to close libraries and to close pools. As someone who's been very community driven, I understand the importance of having those amenities. And also, like, my heart goes out to that. And we also have to figure out a better way to be able to move forward.
The mayor didn't rule out future talks to reopen the library, which is set to close next June. In the meantime, the Northside Library hosting a video game pop-up today. The hour-long event invited grades 6 through 12 from area schools to challenge librarians in video games.
Well, with winter right around the corner, seniors in the Coulee region can get free cold weather gear. An open house for a senior volunteer program is giving away clothing, quilts, and wheelchair bags, all handmade by volunteers. The items were collected throughout the year to prepare for winter.
In these 3 days, we'll give over 6,000 items away. In a year, we give over about 10,000 items away to the local organizations that need those items.
The open house continues Wednesday and Thursday and runs from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Well, parts of the News 8 viewing area getting hit with snow this morning. This is what it looked like in Altoona. The camera view is from the Oakleaf Surgical Hospital. So what's next? Let's check in with our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Well, the good news, if you want quiet conditions, maybe get back to the 50s, you're going to be in luck for most of this week and weekend, as we're not going to see much in the way of any precipitation. But for right now, we got cloud cover, but it kind of depends on where you are. They've cleared out, so they're back down to 32. Meanwhile, cloud cover persists for La Crosse, Winona holding into the upper 30s. You can see where the sun came out just by looking at the temperatures, although Ladysmith doesn't register on here. That area was there in the mid 40s. Obviously, the bluer shade, that's where cloud cover and precipitation persisted, keeping us more in the mid to upper 30s with a few areas getting to 40 degrees. Now going this evening right now, you can see that cloud, that light gray edge is just trying to push further south, but it's about farther south it's going to get. So if you're north of Eau Claire, clear at least this evening. South, you're going to have cloud cover this evening as indicated by this forecast going on. Temperatures fairly getting down quickly to the 20s because they're clear for Eau Claire, so they will fall back pretty quickly into the 20s. Meanwhile, for La Crosse, we're going to be fairly steady with that cloud cover persisting throughout the evening, staying really about the mid 30s, fairly steady. Going forward, as I mentioned, we do have a quiet stretch of weather going on, so we got some warm temps, and then we got a bigger change coming up for Thanksgiving too. We'll kind of break all that down a bit later.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
Well, a health heads up from doctors in Wisconsin.
A new flu strain is popping up just in time for the holiday travel. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live tonight with what you need to know. Grace.
Flu activity across the state of Wisconsin is low, but officials at Amplify Health by Gunderson say there could be a surge after Thanksgiving. Flu season is around the corner.
The holidays is a really great time to be with family, but it's also an opportunity to get sick from other family members.
Last winter, the U.S. had its highest rates of flu hospitalizations in nearly 15 years. Health officials say another severe flu season is possible due to lagging vaccinations and a new mutated strain.
It has become the predominant strain over in the UK, over in Europe. And there are some indications that it's made its way over into North America.
According to data from Wisconsin DHS, 23% of Wisconsinites received at least one dose of this year's influenza vaccine. Meller recommends getting your flu shot before things get bad.
If you haven't gotten your flu shot now like this week, next week is a really great time, especially as we're approaching the holiday season.
AAA expects around 1.65 million Wisconsinites to travel for Thanksgiving. Meller says this could increase your chance of catching a respiratory illness.
Touching handles, touching different things, and you go and touch those afterwards and touch your face. It's a really great way to be exposed.
In addition to getting a flu shot, Meller recommends washing your hands frequently and staying home when you feel sick, even if that means skipping your Thanksgiving plans.
If you are having a little bit of like a runny nose, a slight cough, you're feeling maybe a little bit under the weather, our best advice is just to stay home and take care of yourself, and then maybe schedule your family events for a little bit later when you're feeling better.
Meller says you can get your flu shot by visiting your primary care doctor or a pharmacy. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. Viterbo students received unique training at a free voice health screening today. These screenings double as experience with patients for students and checkups for anyone who scheduled a free appointment. Students get hands-on experience with special instruments and technology.
We're glad to be able to offer this high-level, skill-based, really technical hands-on training for these students. A happy voice is a healthy voice, so just to get checked in and checked up.
The next free screenings will be on December 2nd.
Future firefighters are getting hands-on experience in Winona. Winona Fire Department is partnering with Winona Senior High School's firefighter training course. The training takes place in vacant apartment buildings on Winona State's campus. Fire officials showed proper fire safety and emergency response techniques.
It's a big recruitment thing for us. We're trying to encourage the next generation of firefighters, but at the same time, a lot of firefighting skills are also great life skills. So learning how to operate a chainsaw today is something that they can take with them, whether they become a firefighter or move on to a different profession.
The apartments used in the trainings are set to be demolished to make way for the new foundation hall.
Still to come tonight, new Texas congressional maps rejected, what it means for the state's 2026 midterm elections.
Plus, Facebook's parent company Meta fighting a monopoly lawsuit, but a federal judge has ruled in the case.
Starting tomorrow at 5 a.m., Social Security checks jumping $200, but there's a catch. Using AI to find your soulmate, and Santa Claus is coming to town. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Maxwell White Plumbing stands behind every bathroom remodel. With over 700 5-star reviews, we guarantee you're going to love your new bathroom. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
My experience with Gruber Law Offices, it's one call, that's all. You make one phone call and the rest is handled for you.
I only really did one thing, and that was call them.
To me, one call, that's all literally means one call, that's all.
It's real. And they're everything they, make themselves out to be.
We didn't have to do nothing but make that one call, and he took care of the rest.
Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
When Gruber Law Offices says one call, that's all, they mean it.
Black Friday deals.
All month long. Up to 60% off list only at Slumberland. Like a comfy Ashley sofa, just $339. Plus a best-selling Lazy Boy recliner, just $399. Relax in a dual power reclining sofa in leather for just $799. Deals so big, prices so low all month long. Get a new Ashley 6-piece dining set for just $399.
Black Friday all month long sale.
Get these deals while they last. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Heck yeah.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Like new men's work and sport flannels, just $19.99. Get $30 in Carhartt bucks for $125 spent on Carhartt gear. All Cat brand work boots are $10 off. Plus, we offer Blaine's best price promise, guaranteeing you'll always find the lowest price with us, or we'll match it. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
We were in the beginning process of figuring out what we wanted to do to remodel 2 bathrooms. It was so helpful to be able to walk into the trailer and feel like you can envision that in your own home.
A Chicago woman is in the hospital in critical condition after police say she was set on fire. Authorities say it happened Monday night on the CTA Blue Line train. Police say after getting into a verbal altercation with a man, he then poured a liquid on the woman and lit her on fire before fleeing. The fire was put out before officers arrived. Police say she suffered severe burns. A person of interest is now in custody.
A federal court ruled that Texas cannot use its new congressional map in next year's midterm elections. The court said challengers are likely to prove the map resulted from unconstitutional racial gerrymandering. The map favoring Republicans was part of a GOP effort to redraw districts for the 2026 midterms. State Republican lawmakers intended to create up to 5 additional GOP seats. The court ordered Texas to use its previous map enacted after the 2020 census.
President Trump welcomed Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to the White House today. The leaders discussed economic investments and national security partnerships. The president referred to Saudi Arabia as a great ally and announced plans to sell them F-35 fighter jets. It's a move expected to spark concerns from Israel. Wednesday, President Trump is scheduled to address the U.S.-Saudi Business Forum.
An outage at software companies Cloudflare impacted parts of the internet today. Thousands of websites rely on Cloudflare to secure and manage their internet traffic. Among the websites impacted by the outage was social media platform X. According to the online outage tracker Down Detector, Spotify, Amazon, and OpenAI also experienced outages. Cloudflare says disruptions are easing and they will continue investigating the problem.
A decision has been made in the antitrust case against Meta, Facebook's parent company. A federal judge ruled that Meta is not an illegal social networking monopoly. The judgment comes after the Federal Trade Commission sued the company in 2020, claiming Meta violated antitrust laws through years of anti-competitive conduct by acquiring would-be rival sites Instagram and WhatsApp to avoid competition.
Apple released its top 10 ranking of the most popular podcasts in America. The Joe Rogan Experience, which was in 3rd place last year, made the jump to take 1st place. The Daily from the New York Times now holds the number 2 spot, followed by the Mel Robbins podcast.
We will have more news ahead.
But first,
now that the snow and rain is done with, we have a quiet stretch of weather for about the next 5 to 6 days. So we'll break out what that means for temperature-wise coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Get an extra 15% off floor models and clearance, plus a free wagon, the pre-holiday sale at Home Furniture.
I lost my son to an accidental drug overdose. This is why we created the George Ford Recovery Foundation, to champion drug use awareness, funding, and solutions so we don't lose any more kids. You know, there's an effective, simple solution. Narcan kits help save lives in seconds. They're required in schools in many states, but sadly, not in Wisconsin. To save a child's life, please sign a petition at NarcanForSchools.com.
Engines rev, are you listening?
Fun to drive, fuel efficient.
such beautiful stars.
We're happy for miles, driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why do you buy from the same retail giants as everyone else? You could be getting the same trusted products you want and need at the lowest possible prices from a family-owned company you can be proud to shop with. Be an original and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet to find value on the things you value, in-store or online, with convenient same-day delivery or drive-through pickup right here at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Beef dreams to be slow-roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Stay updated while you scroll. Follow us on Instagram at WKBT News 8.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Well, the previous snow event that we had, a lot of the southern areas going down to southern Wisconsin got the snow, but further north they missed out. But it kind of reversed it this time around, where it was really that narrow band that we kind of indicated last night that would get potentially maybe more than 2, and it really just focused right on that area and actually enhanced itself more as it went further east towards Green Bay area, where a lot of those areas right there picked up 4 to 6, even more inches in a very narrow area. Most of this other area is light blue shade. It's about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, maybe some areas just southeast of Eau Claire that got up to a little bit higher than that. All grassy areas, some road, but mainly all of this has melted fairly quickly. The good news is we were fairly dry going into November. It's been a very dry stretch. We did pick up quite a bit of good rain, 1/2 inch in a lot of these areas. As you get in the lighter shades, more like basically a quarter or less. Even the pockets just west of La Crosse into northeast Iowa pick up maybe 1.5 inches. So well-needed precipitation, regardless if you like the rain or snow. We did definitely need it. Now, the big picture is that's pushing east. We have basically high pressure overhead. Our next front that we're watching is up to the northwest. The good news is it's not going to be much precipitation with that front coming through, and in fact, it may help get rid of the cloud cover, which is going to be the big story going through Wednesday. Right now, if you're north of really Black River Falls, Eau Claire, it's clear skies right now. In fact, a lot of those areas have remained clear north of Eau Claire all day long. We've got this stubborn overcast stratus cloud deck, we call it, that's going to persist. Now, areas that have cleared out, the one thing you'll have to keep an eye on, given all the moisture we've had on the ground, we could see fog development in those areas or just low clouds. It will eventually get cloudy for the entire area as we approach the morning commute. We'll just have to keep an eye if we have some of those clouds actually become more fog and reduce that visibility below 1 mile, or it just stays overcast. So keep that in mind for your morning commute. It will be cloud cover. We will see more of it, and it really won't go away too much. Now, where the clear skies are, temperatures are going to fall fairly quickly early on. So east of the I-94 Black River Falls up to Rusk County, you could see temperatures getting down into the upper teens. Meanwhile, areas in the south are probably going to hold in the mid-30s, maybe go down to the low 30s, given all the cloud cover. So it will be quite a temperature difference. But once again, everyone's going to see the clouds by morning. And cloud cover overall is going to be the name of the game for Wednesday, keeping some areas maybe coming up a degree or 2. Unfortunately, further north you go, where they had sunshine today, they're going to come back down a little, given the more cloud cover that will be overhead. Overall, these temperatures are close to where we should be. Regarding that front, it's really not going to mean much coming through. In fact, a little bit of precipitation to the north of the area as the warm front comes through just north of the area Wednesday night. The cold front's going to kind of scoot through the area as you see the winds turn westerly, which will help break up the cloud cover. So in fact, we're going to see more sunshine going into Thursday. That's the good news, because our temperatures are going to respond back in the 50s to upper 40s. So a really nice Thursday going in. And Friday, we're going to have the cold front come through, but our temperatures overall will come down a few degrees, but still fairly pleasant for this time of year. Fog could be another issue going into Friday morning too. Next week, basically it's going to be mild through the weekend. You see the jet well to the north. This shows a 3D look. That's much cold air up to the North Arctic air. Unfortunately, that is going to be coming back down as we get closer to Thanksgiving. So it is going to be a cold Thanksgiving. the positive news on that, it remains kind of dry. We do have some precipitation towards the end, towards Thanksgiving, but we're not expecting any significant event right now. It just will get colder. 30s likely on Wednesday, Thanksgiving, and Black Friday. That's looking more like in the 20s to low 30s. So it definitely will be cold. But as I mentioned, we don't have much snowpack in the whole Midwest region. So that will keep this from being a really cold event.
Okay. And when Black Friday is that cold, I mean, we're all just shopping online anyway,
exactly.
right?
You're doing that.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, creating a good rapport. A Badger big speaks on where Wisconsin is excelling, plus news on the status of the Greek Freak after sustaining an injury in last night's game. Jacob is next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Do you want to hear something really cool? This is the Amana S Series. Cool and efficient on the inside, quiet on the outside. Enjoy your outdoor space. Contact Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Honey, we need to get the new shower before the holidays.
Yeah, we need to get the dishwasher too.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
Now's the time to tackle those big projects. It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't wait to renovate. Finish your projects with help from Menards before it's too late.
And we got an 11% rebate too.
Since 1946, Coon Valley Dairy Supply has been more than a business. It's a family legacy. We take pride in our reputation of dependability and community impact, built on decades of trust, which is why we offer LS Tractor, your partner in the field, on the ranch, and at home. When you start with LS Tractor's award-winning power, reliability, features, and comfort, you end up staying a customer for life.
Available at the Coon Valley Dairy Supply, celebrating 79 years in business. LS Tractor, start blue, stay blue.
Do you want to hear something really cool? This is the Amana S Series. Cool and efficient on the inside, quiet on the outside. Enjoy your outdoor space. Contact Flox Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, after leaving the game yesterday in the second quarter, we got some news on the injury status of Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Bucks today, and it is a low-grade left groin strain for the Milwaukee Star. He is expected to miss 1 to 2 weeks, according to reports. All things considered, not a bad outcome after Doc Rivers told reporters it didn't look good last night after the game. While Giannis is out, the Bucks head coach says the team will need to make necessary adjustments and play the hand they're dealt.
We got some work to do, you know. There's always a silver lining, guys. I'm telling you, I believe that all the time. I don't know what it is. It doesn't look good right now. You know, we got Scoot out and Giannis out. That's not great for our team. But we're going to either find somebody or find something to run that will pay dividends later. And that's the stretch that we're about to go through. We'll be ready.
It's a much-needed couple days off for Milwaukee before they return to action Thursday at home against the 76ers. Badgers once again looking strong last night, pulling away from SIUE in the second half for a 94-69 win. The victory moves Wisconsin to 4-0, but more importantly, the team is starting to gel better, and that includes big man Austin Rapp, who's transferred from Portland. The Aussie says everyone is getting more comfortable with one another, which sets up UW to be a dangerous team down the road.
It's a big step up from where I was last year. So just for me, finding my footing and taking opportunities where I can. And I think a big thing for us is I'm not going to be. No one on our team is going to be a selfish player. We're always going to find the open man and continue to play team basketball. So I think over the last 4 games, I've done a good job of just playing with my teammates, being unselfish, and we'll continue to do that as the season goes on.
Wrapping the Badgers will hit the road for the first time later this week when they travel to 9th-ranked BYU, the team that knocked them out of the NCAA tournament last year in the second round. And he is coming back. Brandon Woodruff accepting his qualifying offer from the Brewers today. He'll return to Milwaukee on a one-year deal worth just north of $22 million. After coming back from right shoulder surgery, he posted a 3.2 ERA with 83 strikeouts and 64 2/3 innings of work before suffering a lat strain. And I guess all the cool kids got 11 correct for the pick'em this week. Ken, Emily, and Cade all with 11. I was one off with 10. So Ken maintains his lead in the VIP standings, and our winner this week, Robert Billen out of Chippewa Falls. He had 14 out of 15, guys. So hats off to him, but a pretty close race still between us. Everyone's
still nice and competitive.
I can catch up.
Absolutely. Yep. We still got many weeks to play.
A lot of weeks to play still, and congratulations to him. We had 8 people that had 14 out of 15 correct. So
well
a good week from the
for us,
people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, more news. Oh, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
Interested in a heat pump for your home? Here at G&T, we've got an offer to sweeten the deal. Qualified customers can get up to $8,000 off a new Goodman heat pump system and a $2,000 tax credit for this year. In most cases, you'll pay less for this heat pump and furnace system installation, as well as over time with its efficiency and energy savings. Seriously, a Goodman heat pump that's smaller and more efficient for less. Plus, it's installed by an amazing team of skilled technicians with quality you can count on and experience you can trust. Interested? Call G&T for the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Don't wait. Stay warm and save big this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company. When you purchase a Hearthstone Soapstone Wood Stove, you'll receive a 30% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation, but only if you act before the end of the year. Hearthstone's beautiful soapstone delivers long-lasting, consistent heat that keeps your home cozy. Don't miss out on the 30% tax credit. Call today. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
All right, a lot of clouds for Wednesday, and the areas that didn't see a lot of clouds today, you'll see it tomorrow. Overall temperatures pretty seasonable, so quiet conditions and dry. But we do have the 50s coming back for quite a few areas, and that'll happen maybe on several days. So enjoy the conditions because it is going to get colder time we get to Thanksgiving.
Well, we'll be all indoors eating a bunch of turkey anyway, so it works out. Timing is good on this forecast. Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you at 10.